and open. Yay!
Howdy, and welcome back to the Texas Bucket List. You know, one of the most popular questions I hear each and every week is, what are you eating this week? It's unreal how popular our Bite of the Week segment has become, but sometimes when we get to these restaurants, we find out there's so much more to the story. That was exactly the case in Mingus when we stopped by for a little Italian cuisine. Mingus, Texas is one of those places in the Lone Star State you need to be driving to in order to get there. Located off I-20, just a few miles north of the ghost town of Thurber, you'll find Mingus and not much else.
There's all of about 114, 150 people, something like that.
Jan Underwood's great-grandparents immigrated to this tiny town in 1906.
They were Italian immigrants and they came through Ellis Island and got on a train, and my great-grandparents bought this property, and it was a grocery store. And they bought it sight unseen, paid $88 for it, and came over with 4 little girls, and one of them was my grandmother.
Jan is carrying on the family lineage at Beneventi's Italian restaurant, a business that's housed in the same building her great-grandparents started their new lives in.
This building is about 160 years old.
Wow.
As a child, I worked in this grocery store, and I loved it out here. I was from Fort Worth. I love the country.
What's it like to own a restaurant? Is it everything you ever imagined?
It's every bit as hard as I ever imagined.
Today, this fine dining eatery option with perfectly presented pasta dishes is a far cry from what they're used to around these parts.
Well, in the past, Mingus was the liquor stores. Now we have something a lot classier.
People were just kind of starved for something other than chicken fried steak and burgers.
But Beneventi's serves a bigger purpose than just filling bellies. They fulfill a need for those who need a little bit of guidance in getting through life.
I had a purpose for the restaurant, so it could be a make or break type deal. I didn't have to worry about it just being a restaurant because it had another purpose, a greater purpose.
While trying to figure out what to do with the former family business, it became clear to Jan what needed to happen.
I know what Mingus is going to be. It's going to be a setting where we can train people with intellectual differences so that they can get jobs within their own community.
The reason Jan is so passionate about this cause?
We have a son, Austin, who's 43, and he has Down syndrome.
I'm happy because my mom is born in participants. We're helping all the other people.
She's a pretty special person.
Austin has flourished, and a big part of it's his mama.
He was born in 1978. And at that time, the inclusion in the schools in the United States had just kind of begun. So it was hard for us to even get him in our neighborhood elementary school. And then as he got older, we just had to keep pushing and pushing to try to find different things for him to be able to do.
Raising a son with Down syndrome wasn't a burden to Jan. It was a blessing. One that has created an incredible opportunity to help others with intellectual differences with the Each and Every One Foundation, a vocational training and transportation program that provides a place to stay and learn.
We only let the participants stay from 1 to 4 weeks because we don't want them to get entrenched and find another home away from home, because we want to accelerate their movement into the workforce and also to do meaningful employment where they're making a living wage.
I want the other people have responsibility like I do, to be independent from themselves, not sitting at home, to learn how to come out here and work in the town restaurant here at Mingus.
It's a way to bring those people into the workforce and give them meaning and give them purpose and give them something that they can accomplish.
Austin went through similar programs as a young man, but when it came to opportunities afterwards, they were few and far between.
Basically, he was always cleaning the bathrooms and bussing the tables, which he hated. He ended up spending 13 years at a grocery store.
Were you tired of groceries?
Yes.
They make me feel happy because I see that they're happy.
A lot of people with disabilities, people look at them differently, but Jan and this family looks at them no differently. They're just like one of us.
What's it like to know that you're changing these folks that come through this program's life, but even though you have seen it done with Austin?
I don't really think about it that much. I just know that it's something that has to be done, and so you just chip away. You just chip away.
Whenever a new recruit comes to Beneventi's, Austin is the first to offer a warm welcome.
Do you ever give the new employees advice?
Honestly, I really like to tell them that they're doing a really good job.
People are reaching out to me literally daily for their son or daughter to come and train here.
What makes Beneventi's even better is the food is incredible, thanks to Jan passing down her family recipes.
Honest to God Italian.
The chicken and shrimp fettuccine is fantastic.
Sometimes I get the lasagna.
The lasagna?
Yes.
That's the way to go?
Uh-huh.
So if you happen to be driving between Fort Worth and Abilene and you get a hankering for some Italian, stop by Beneventi's to polish off some pasta and meet some of the most marvelous servers in the Lone Star State.
Just know they're just people. They're just really pretty regular people.
This is unique, so that's why it's special.
Enjoy the joyfulness that this place will provide.
There's a lot of places around the great state of Texas that people can go experience. And this is just one that if you get lucky, you'll know about it and you'll get to do it before you kick the bucket.